When I arrived here, I was in a very, very dark space, very pessimistic, but now there's this love inside of me, there's this joy inside of me, and the belief systems are changing, so all of a sudden opportunities are everywhere.
I've been learning the yoga from other sources previously, but the Swamiji's yoga is the only place from authentic source. Is really, really different. Also enjoying the pure vegetarian, organic, sattvic foods.
This special yoga makes my body more flexible, and Swamiji is teaching me what is intensity, what is integrity, and what is discipline.
Before coming, I twisted my left wrist during basketball game, and I barely can use my left hand. After few training, my hand can sustain my body weight, and now everything looks normal for my left hand.
Starting early in the morning with some yoga to move the body, then puja to move the spirit, then these talks that really dive into my subconscious mind to really get into these root patterns of my life and to really release that emotional charge once and for all from my being. In day 28, I am complete.
I think the biggest breakthroughs for me were like completion with my social circle, like my parents and relationships. So I really felt deep healing experiences. Also, I kind of manifested different powers. For example, I could do remote vision. Another thing that I manifested was body scanning. I would say the last thing that really touched me was how everything is so kind of personal. The whole experience, like people really attend to you, they care about you. You're not just a number in a program, but you're treated like a real being. So I really appreciate that.
Nithyananda, welcome to Kailasa's Nithyananda Yoga. Now let's join our hands as we begin with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganatadrusham Tattvasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatītam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Please keep your eyes closed as we chant the Shiva Mool Mantra 11 times internally. Om Ham Ham Shivaya Namaha. 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 Now let's enter into Tattva. Om Atmadatam Sodayami Sadha. Om Vidyadatam Sodayami Sadha. Om Shivadatam Sodayami Sadha. Om Ham Hridaya Namaha. Now let's enter into the Sankalpa, conscious resolution. Keep your eyes closed and visualize the reality that you want to manifest has already manifested. Om Mamapata Samasta Dvaitashad Dwara Bhagavad Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityatham Sri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Prityatham Cha Adya Purvokta Evam Guna Visheshena Visishtayam Asyam Subhadhau Punarobhyukta Durgata Yogi Ksarya Siddhyatham Paramashiva Shakti Avastanatham Nithyananda Yoga Abhyasam Karishye. Om upper pressure. Now keep your Panchavatam aside as we get ready for the Triti Vinyasa sequence, Triti Vinyasa Krama sequence 2. And we begin with the first asana sequence, the first asana, which is Gadvasana. In Gadvasana, start from the standing position with feet shoulder width apart. And bend your knees slightly and place both the hands on the respective knee. Press the thighs and the calf firmly onto the ground and hold the posture. Perform Leliham Mudra, means extend and gently move your tongue downward while the fist rests on the sides. Jiva Chalaka Kumka. Forcefully move the retained prana through all the limbs of the body in upward and downward directions along with the mind. This is Jiva Chalaka Kumka, propagated by Paramashiva himself. Perform Uddiyana Bandha. Visualize yourself as humble, steadfast donkey, known for its sure-footedness and gentle endurance. Gaze to the nose as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Jangharo Vyodha Dharam Pidya Disikayo Dvijano Janu Parikaram Karayugmam Gadvasana Muchyate. The next asana is Dhanurasana Trini. So come to the seated posture with both the legs extended forward and with one foot facing forward and other leg, creating a, so hold on to the opposite big toes. Start with the legs extended and then hold on to the opposite big toes. And then pull one leg onto top of the opposite shoulder and hold on to the opposite big toes of the extended leg. This is Dhanurasana. 3. Hands in Prana Mudra. Visualize yourself as a bow coiled with tension, yet perfectly aligned. So see the strength, resilience, precision radiating through your body. Pratyahara Kumbhaka, engage Mula Bandha, and chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Padam Gushtatu Panibhyam Grihitva Sarvanamavidhi Dhanukashana Kritva Dhanurasana Muchyate. The next asana is Virasana Chatwari. Now sit with one leg extended and sit with your right leg. Hold your right leg and rest it on the top of the left thigh. Place your hand gently on the side of your hips for the support. Keep your chest lifted. And relax your shoulders as you perform the Shambhavi Mudra, Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Pratyahara Kumbhaka, where you inhale deeply and hold your breath while withdrawing the senses, bringing your awareness inward as you hold as long as comfortable, and then exhale slowly and repeat. Engage Mula Bandha, where you firmly contract the floor of the muscles of the pelvic floor and lift upward without any tension. Gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself in a heroic steadiness, sitting with dignity, calm, focus, and chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Dviyanam Patitam Padam Vamam Dakshinatah Uttaitam Kritva अन्योन् लभ्यते तु विराडपम् उच्यते. The next asana is Ekapadasana Dve. So this whole sequence we have done on one side, so we are repeating this whole sequence on the other side. So sit with one leg extended and bring one leg behind your neck, and hands will be in Namaskar Mudra, Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Visualize yourself balanced on one foot, rooted, yet poised for movement. Engage Mul Bandha, bring your gaze to the third eye. And the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Ekapadam atho kanthe utthata, च एक च दंडवत् करो संपूर्णितो कृत्वा ekapadam tad uchyate. The next asana is the Dakshina Pada Sirsasana, which is bringing the right leg behind your neck. So draw the right foot behind your head with your left foot resting at the base to the groin. Keep your spine tall, palm joined together as chest in Namaskara Mudra. Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Visualize yourself inverted on one leg, head grounded, body aligned and alert. Engage Mula Bandha. Gaze to the third eye as we chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. बेसिने बने पग माथा ऊपर लावी ढाकना पग थल्या भाग पर चढ़ावा ना हाथ जोड़ने हंस चित्वा करवीते द्विपाद सीतासन कहेवाय छे. Next asana is Ekapada Mayurasana. So you can perform this asana from the previous asana itself, or you can simply come to the bring one leg. So bring one leg behind. So if you are having the right leg behind the neck in the previous asana, you can use the same right leg behind the neck and enter into Mayurasana. Give it a try. It's one of the advanced asanas. And then draw the elbows towards the navel and lean forward, lifting your chest, extending your leg off the ground as you balance horizontally like peacock. Keep your breath even, chest strong. Shambhi Mudra, Pratyahara Kumbhaka, and visualize yourself as peacock balanced on one foot. Engage Mulabandha as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Harati Sakala Rogan. Ashu Gulfumodaran. Ati Bhavati Cha. Doshan Asanam Shri Mayuram. The next asana is a Supta Trivikram. So if you are still having your leg behind the neck, slowly lie down on your back with your leg behind, or you can lie down on your back and bring the leg behind your neck. And if you're not able to perform behind the neck, you can place it in front of your chest. And then slowly you can progressively improve. And then lie down flat, respective hand holding the feet behind the neck, and then other hand is resting on the sides. Shambhi Mudra, Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Engage Mula Bandha. Visualize yourself as cosmic Trivikrama with angle rooted in earth, another reaching towards the heaven, and the third angle piercing your very soul. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Uttanakurma Pitham Cha Simham Gadameva Cha Vatayanam Gomukam Cha Bharadwajam Trivikramam. The next asana is Vyagrasana. So as you are lying down in the asana, now bring both the hands on the side of the hip. Instead of holding the leg behind the neck, now without support, hands are resting on the side of the hip. So once again, one leg is still behind your neck. And hands rest on the side. Sambhi Mudra Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Visualize yourself as a tiger, wild and ready to spring. See strength, focus, health, courage through your body. Engage Mulabandha. Gaze to the nose as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Vyaghrasanam atho vakshe krodhakala. Vinashanam ekapadam shira madhye. Merudanda paristham. The next asana is Paryankasana Dvai. So lie down on your back with both knees towards the chest. Wrap your arms around your shin, hugging the knees close. Draw the forehead towards the knees without straining, keeping your spine long and breath steady. Shambhavi Mudra, Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Engage Mulabandha. Visualize yourself as a coach, steady and supportive, carrying the weight of the world with ease. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Janu प्रसरितता बाहो शयनं पर्यङ्कासनं क्रौञ्चकोश कोश जगा दीवत् उपवेशं क्रौञ्च साध्यासनम्. The next asana is Vasishthasana Dve. So now we are entering into another advanced asana sequence where we will be placing the legs above the head or behind the head, in front of the head. The next asana is Vasishthasana Dve. So stand tall, sit tall with the soles of the feet together, pressed together, and then slide your arms under your legs and press the legs upward so the feet lift higher towards your forehead. Hold firmly around your feet as if the crow perched on the bench. So in this, lift your feet higher towards your forehead. Namaskar, hands in, holding the feet in Namaskar Mudra, Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Engage Mulabandha. Visualize yourself as Sage Vasishta, radiant wisdom and unshakable clarity. Chant japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. दो पगथली जोड़ी संपुट करे, हाथ दो पगा पीछ आणी, तले करी बारे ल्याई, कहुली में आहली संग राखे. The next asana is Sivalinga asana. In between, you can relax, you can shake your legs whenever you want as we enter into the next asana, which is Sivalinga asana. So once again, sit steady on the mat, bring both the feet upward to rest over your head against the back side of your neck. So yes, this is the asana where you're bringing both the legs behind your neck. The legs are not crossed. Your feet are together and join the palms at your, hold the feet with both the hands. Sambhya Mudra, keep your spine tall. As you perform Shambhya Mudra, Pratyahara Kumbhaka, engage Mula Bandha, visualize yourself as the sacred Shivalinga, the eternal symbol of Paramashiva's formless essence. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, दो पावसी सपानी आने फुनज एक जुगति अहुता ठाने दो पगा के अंगुश जोई इन परिमूल करी की दोई. The next asana is Kaka Skandarupasana Dvai. So as you are sitting upright with your legs carefully So each calf rests across your shoulders. Cross your ankles behind your back to secure the feet position. So this time you'll be crossing your legs behind your neck. Place your palms. Oh. Place your palms on the floor. So once you have crossed your legs behind your neck, place the palms on the floor at your sides and then lift your chest upright and balance here smoothly. Shambhaya Mudra. Pratyahara Kumaka. Visualize yourself as an owl perched silently on a branch, eyes piercing the night with clear perception. Engage Mulbandha as a chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam Atha Vakshe Kakas Kakarupasya Skandhasanam Uttamam Kalipapat Ramuchet Vaisham Vasham Anayet. The next asana is Aranya Chatakasana. In this asana, as you are seated with your weight balanced on the mat, lift the right foot and place its sole against your opposite thigh. So once again, cross your legs behind your neck. Place the palms beside your hips for the solid base. Chest lifted, long, spine long. Gaze to the third eye. So in this asana, you'll be gazing to the third eye. Engage Mulbandha, Pratyahara Kumbhaka, Shambhaya Mudra. Visualize yourself as a bird in a forest, agile and free, navigating through branches with grace. Chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Ekena Padena Bhumam Avishtabhyam Anya Padatare Uru Avishtabhyam Tishtet. The next asana is Chitrakasana. So as you are seated with your both the legs overhead, once again, shake your legs in a moment for a moment and then once again lift both the legs behind your head, joining the feet above. Bring the right arm, cross your right arm to cup near the shoulders. So hold on to the left shoulder with the right palm and the left palm is up, straight up to the sky. So you need to balance. Have the firm balance as you raise both the hands and stand still just on the base of your hips. Shambhaya Mudra, Pratyahara Kumaka. Engage Mulbandha. Visualize painting your reality. Each stroke manifesting intention into form. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. प्रथम पगथली संपट करे पुनः जुगति ऐसे विस्तार डाई कहोली माहिरे संघी तापरि दोई टेढ़े बंध. The next asana is repeating Chitrakasana on the other side. So this time, bring the left palm on the right shoulders and lift the right hand while keeping both legs behind the neck. Shambhaya Mudra, Pratyahara Kumbhaka. Engage Mulabandha. Visualize painting your reality, each stroke manifesting intention into form. Gaze through the nose and chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. प्रथम पगतले संपटक है पुनः जगति ऐसे विस्तारे डाई कहोनी माहिली संगीता परी दोई एड़ी बंध बना जुगम दर्थ करी राखे बहुरी जुगति ऐसे विधि राखे. The next asana is Phanindrasana. Shake your legs for a moment. And once again, get ready to place both the legs behind your neck and cross the foot. And place your hands in front on the floor. Lift your chest. Keep your spine tall, head lifted. Bring your gaze to the third eye. Engage Moola Bandha. as you perform the Pratyahara Kumka and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Padabhyam Veshtayet Kantham Karoyoh Sthiram Unmukham Anindram Sarvadoshanam Vab Bhuyat Sukadam Tada. The next asana is Pashini Mudrasana. So draw, once again, draw both your feet carefully behind the head so that they rest like at your throat like a noose. Place your palms on the floor for balance. Keep your chest upright, chest lifted. Pratyahara Kumka, Shambhavi Mudra. Visualize yourself bound by the noose of integrity, holding in emotions aligned with purpose and action. Mulabandha, gaze to the third eye. Chant japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Kantaprishte Shipit, Pado Pashavad Dadabandham, Sa Eva Pashani Mudra Shakti Kapodhakarinim. Now, you can relax the legs as we enter into the next asana. The next asana is Machandrasana Dve. You're repeating on the other side. So, sit in Machandrasana where you bring the legs in Padmasana. One foot is on the thigh and the other foot is on the knees. And then slowly reach the hands to grasp the big toes. And then exhale as you lean forward, bringing your forehead to the ground. Vaishnavi Mudra, with your inner focus and outer vision, free from blinking or opening your eyes. This is Vaishnavi Mudra. Then perform Ujjayi Kumka pranayama. And chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham as you visualize Machendranatha, but deeper, embodying unfathomable deep depth in the turning inward. Prathama Jimano चरण जो जोई वाम जंग परि राखे सोई ताकि एवी कटी सो ल्यावो बहुरु जगति यह कोर और करावो. Now the next asana is Dvipada Sirsasana. So in this asana, once again, bring both the legs behind your neck and hands will be in front of you in Namaskara, in front of your chest in Namaskara Mudra. So you have to really have a balance, a grounded balance as you perform this asana. Visualize yourselves as living conduit of cosmic energy. Pratyahara Kumka, Mulabandha, as you chant japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Pasinevam Padnepad Matha Upari Lagava Dakana Pakathalya Bhagapara Chadhava Nahatha Ji Namastitva Karitve Te Dvithithasanam Kahava Yache. The next asana is Bharatari Asana. Once again, bring your legs both behind your neck. This time it is not crossed, but the soles of the feet are together. And take a firm grip at the toes, lifting your feet upward. Strengthen your spine tall, chest is open. Shambhavi Mudra, Pratyahara Kumaka, engage. Mulabandha, visualize the Shakti of Mahima flowing through you, making the body heavy, yet rooted, stable, and immovable. Engage Mulabandha as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. आसन गोपी चंद को है जैसे, जाहु यो को कीजिए पुनः तैसे, घोर पगत हल्या की माहिली सी, तीरा आनी मेले दो मिले. The next asana, Deva, is Devasana. Lie down on your back and then lift your legs upward behind your head. Hold your ankles as they move behind your head. Press the palms firmly and keep your chest open. Shambhe Mudra Pratyahara Kumbha. Visualize all the gods and goddesses showering their blessings upon you, filling your being with divine grace. As you bring your gaze to the third eye, engage Mudabandha as the chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. प्रथमे सूधो सोवे सोई करे काकसी करगाही दोई रेडियांबर पगत हल्या दाढ़े करिता की प्रतपा तास परि राखे. The next asana is Matrika Bhanjikasana. Mritika Bhanjasana. So as you're lying down, raise both the feet behind your neck, and bring them closer to your head. Let your toes touch firmly. Keep your legs steady. Place your palms overside your feet, interlocking your hands by support, and lower your forehead towards the gaze to the nose as you engage Moola Bandha and visualize yourself as a small yet mighty plant breaking through the dirt. Pratyahara Kumbha Moola Bandha chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. प्रथम सेन सूदो सोई आने पग ऊंचा न आने लगा आगाने आने बहुर पग थली को यो राखे कोरवारे या विधि राखे. Next asana is Masakasana. So as you're lying down with your legs crossed behind your neck, cross your palms. Place your palms firmly to the ground. Arms are extended straight outward. Keep your chest lifted. So once you have placed both the legs behind your neck, hands are resting on the ground on the sides. Shambhavi Mudra. As you visualize yourself an abundance of gold cascading over you. Pratyahara Kumukha, engage Mulbandha, gaze to the nose and chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. प्रथमे सूदो सैने करे वामपाद का अंधरी धरे तापरे दक्ष पग को आने दो हस्त ऐसे विधि ढाने. Now you can relax, shake your legs if needed, and then let's enter into the next asana, which is Purvatanasana. As you're lying down on your back, place the palms on the ground beside you and press into the feet and hands, lifting your pelvis and chest upward into a smooth bridge. Fingers pointing towards you. Keep your arms long, your shoulders rooted, breath calm. Shambhavi Mudra, Moola Bandha. Gaze to the nose, visualize eastern side of your body stretching and opening, awakening the subtle energy associated with the sun, rising sun and beginning. Chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Purvatana Chatuspada-pītham Vajrasanam Tatha Chakorakoncha Salabha Bhujangasana Api Vrishyaram. The next asana is Urdhva Konasana. So in this, once again lie on your back and bring the palms under your hips for the support. Lift your legs together straight up towards the ceiling, and then open them wide into a V. Support your hands, shoulders as you breathe slowly. Shambhavi Mudra. Engage Mula Bandhas, Rajakumka. Visualize yourself lifting into the upward and angle pose, reaching skywards with focus and strength. Gaze to the nose as you chant japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Shapta Chakrakshanalaya Vrishasana Visheshakan Jananendriyanadaya Konabheda Samadhashet. The next asana is Uttana Padasana Dve. As you're lying down on your back, legs extend your legs up into diagonal as you press through the crown of your head. So your buttocks is on the ground and slowly arch your back to bring the crown of your head on the ground. Arms and palms and legs are diagonally lifted. Keep your hands straight, elbows straight, knees straight. Shambhavi Mudra as you engage Mula Bandha, Sahaja Kumukha, and chant, visualize yourself extended root and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Sapta Chakrakshanalaya Vrikshasana Visheshakan Jananendriyadhanaya Konabhedan Samadhaset. The next asana is Setu Bandhasana. So it's an advanced asana from the previous asana. So as you're lying down on your back with feet flat, knees bent, roll your shoulders under and place the crown of the head lightly on the ground. Cross your arms at the chest. Lift your hips and chest to form the bridge. Try to make your legs as straight as possible. Shambhavi Mudra, Sahajagamka, Mula Bandha. Visualize yourself forming a bridge, lifting your chest and heart skyward. Chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. वासिष्ठकौण्डिन्यं मूर्धकुक्कुटमेव च अष्टावक्रधुत्थानं मयूरं सेतुबन्धनं उत्थानपादं क्रान्तं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गुष्ठप्रसारणे. Relax as we get ready for the next stretch, the next asana, which is Chakrasana 3. So as you're lying down back, bend your knees, feet flat, press your palms on the ground beside your shoulders, finger pointing towards you. And then inhale and press strong, lifting your chest up, belly up in a full circle, like a bow. Chakrasana. Shambhavi Mudra. Sahajakumka engage, Mula Bandha, and visualize your body arching into the wheel pose, energy. Radiating through spine as you chant japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Behathani Angaloli, Otho Be Pagana Angali Pakadine Eva Saivate Chakrasanam Kahavayache. The next asana is Petaputi asana. So this is one of the advanced posture from the previous asana. So in this, as you're lying down on your back with your palms firmly on the ground, then lift your hips up high and press strongly into the ground. Walk your hands to grasp the ankles if balance allows, and let your chest open like a door. Shambhavi Mudra, Mula Bandha. Visualize the knot binding prana and apana dissolving as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Asana ko gunapana apani ki gaant chute jalandhar andha lage. The next asana is Vichitta Karani. Lie on your back and extend your legs up and overhead so that your toes press firmly into the ground behind you. Then stretch your arms forward to hold your feet, making your body into two tall shaft aligned strongly. Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, visualize yourself performing wondrous action, each movement infused with intention, precision, divine resilience. Murabandha gaze to chant japa, Om Nithyananda, Paramashivam, Atavachitra Karani, Namasanam, Shaitavashyamathanasya hasto tatra sarayet, Pado Danda Samok, Kritva Vichitra Karani, Bhavet. The next asana is Asasana, Dve. So lie supine on your back with your lower back and the thighs, feet on the ground. Keep your feet together and core engaged. Keep your hands on either side of your respective thighs and engage your abdominal muscles. And then rise your chest up, lifting your upper body off the ground. Simultaneously, bend one elbow and bring one hand towards your nose. So your leg is still in the similar position. You're lifting your chest and bringing one hand to the nose by bending the knee, elbows. Squeeze your stomach. Engage your core further. Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka. Engage Mulbandha. Visualize yourself as attached, being thrown, cutting through obstacles. Chant Japa. Om Nithyananda. Paramashivoham. Padatale Bhumo Nidhaya. Jananoyorsi Nidhaya Viprita Hastabhyam. Purasahita Jange Nibadhya Tishtet Pasasanam Bhavati. The next asana is Dakshinasana. So as you're lying, so lie down on your right side. Lie down on your right side. Body long, crown of your head resting on the palm. So bend the right hand, elbow on the ground, palm. Your head is resting on the palms. And as you perform the Dakshinasana, visualize yourself as Dakshinamurti, serene and wise, seated in stillness. Sahajakum Kamul Bandha Chand Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Chaya Arjuna Dakshina Mastaka Nidhayate Daksham Hastam Cha Vamutu Janga Prishte Tato Japet. The next asana is Salbhasana Dve. So lie prone on your stomach, pressing lightly into the earth, palms resting along your sides. On an inhale, extend your chest upward and lift your legs behind you like the raising of a locust. Keep your arm close to your body, shoulder broad, gaze forward, spine length like a bow. Shambhavi Mudra, Jiva Chalaka Kumbhaka, Mulabandha, visualize yourself as locust, resilient, adaptable, leaping and navigating through terrain and with precision as a chant japa. Om Nithyananda, Paramashivoham, Purvatanam Chatuspadapītam Vajrasanam Tatha Chakora Kanchal, Sulabha Bhujangasana Abhik. The next asana is Bhekasana. So from the lying prone position, bend your knees. So from the similar posture, bend your knees and reach your hands back to grasp the ankles. Draw the feet firmly in, press your toes back, lifting your chest open, wide as frog stretches amid water. Now Mudra, Jiva Chalaka Kumbhaka, visualize yourself as frog, alert and grounded. Engage Mulabandha and chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Vakam Bhekasanam. Devam Makaram Matsya Namakam Matsendra Vividam Chata Kundalini Bodhakaranam. The next asana is Bhairundasana. As you're lying prone on your belly, keep your arms back and clasp the right foot in your left hand. Hold on to the respective feet with respective hand. And as you lift hip down, left foot is down, carefully draw the right foot overhead sky, word arching your chest up open. Now Mudra, Jivichalakakonka, visualize yourself as Haina, vigilant, moving with calculated intention. Engage Mulabandha as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Salabhasana Bhedasha Natabherunda Namake Kandabherunda Sahite Tirthadandasanam Tadha. Now we'll be repeating Bherundasana on the other side. So this time lift your left leg and hold on skyward. Engage Mulbandha Jivachalaka Kumka. Visualize yourself as Haina, vigilant, moving with calculated intent. Chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Salabhasana Bhedasha Natabherunda Namake Gandabherunda Sahite Tirthadandasanam Tatha. The next asana is Vajrasana Pancha. Come to the kneeling position, sit with the kneeling position, knees grounded, toes flat on the ground, sit back slightly onto your sitting bones and spine tall, chest lifted, Shambhya Mudra. Visualize yourself steadfast, grounded, and indestructible as the lightning bolt. Mulabandha, as you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Vajrasanam Muktasanam Soshas Sashanam Natija Lohado Hai Hare Brahmate Chiv Chitvani Guru Te. The next asana is Sulasana. So once again, lie on your belly. Lie down, spine on your belly. Bend the elbows, settling the arms firmly on the ground. Place your chin upon palms as if staring the sky with your stillness. Draw the knees upward until legs raise vertically up. So knees are on the ground. The lower leg is vertically towards the ground, towards the sky. Mudra, Jivachalaka visualize yourself as pure, focused, and unwavering, piercing through obstacles. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Purparabhyam Avanam Vashtabhyam Hasadlabhyam Anu Vashtabhyam Utteshte Shulasanam Bhavati. The next asana is Makarasana Dve. So as you're lying down, rest face down, legs extended long behind you, and toes pressing onto the mat. Extend both arms forward alongside your head and then bend your elbows lightly so that the chin rests onto your. Interlace the finger behind and allow your chest to broaden, settle your spine to lengthen. Gaze to the nose, Shambhya Mudra, Jivachalaka Kumaka. As you visualize yourself as a alligator, patient and calculating, powerful beneath calm surface. Chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham उदास सुईने बने हाथ माथिनी बने भाई अथ आगल्या जाई मेला लंबा करावे न तेना पंजु उपरणा भागमा अड़ेला नीच नीचे का रखावे. Next asana is another advanced posture. Is Gandabhairundasana. In Gandabhairundasana, as you are lying down on your belly, with chin pressed gently to the ground, palms close beside the chest. As you breathe in, raise both the legs straight and strong upward, and then bend your knees with care. sliding the toes towards the crown. So bring your toes to the crown, touching the crown of your head. Keep your chest broad. Shambhavi Mudra. Jiva Chalaka Kumaka. Engage. Mulbandha. Visualize yourself as leader of Haina pack, commanding, respect, and coordinating with intelligence. Gaze to the nose as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Salabhasana Bhedasha Natabherunda Namake Gandabherunda Sahite Sesadandasanam Tatha. The next asana is Gandabherundasana Dve. So this is similar posture, but the hands, instead of being on the side of your shoulders, the hands will be resting on the ground, palms facing down beside your hips, and then lift your legs vertically up and then bend your knees, bringing it to the crown of the head. Shambhavi Mudra, Jiva Chalaka Kumka, Mulabandha. Visualize yourself as a sturdy, four-limbed wooden shaft, grounded and reliable. Gaze to the nose as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Salabhasana Bhedasha Natabherunda Namake Gandabherunda Sahite Tirthadandasanam Tatha. The next asana is Gandabherundasana Trini. So this is one of the deeper advanced asana from the previous asana itself. So this is similar asana from the previous asana, but the legs, instead of resting on the crown of the head, you'll be placing both the legs or feet on the ground. Yes, it's a much deeper stretch where you need a lot of back flexibility, even the upper and lower back flexibility. Keep Shambhavi Mudra, Jiva Chalaka Kumaka, engage Mulabandha. Visualize yourself as a sturdy four-limbed wooden shaft, grounded, reliable, as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Salabhasana Bhedasha Natabherunda Namake Gandabherunda Sahite Sesadandasanam Tatha. Relax for a moment as we get ready for the next asana, which is Viparita Salabhasana Dve. So once again, lie prone on your belly, body extended, chin rest upon your mat, palms behind by the side of your hips, pressing against the earth. Inhale and lift. Send your legs in a long vertical arch upward, hinging at the hips so that the toes reach back overhead. So you'll be not only lifting your legs upward vertically, but leaning it towards the head so that legs crosses the head. Keep your knees straight. Sweep your arms behind your torso. Chest broaden. Shambhavi Mudra. Gaze to the nose. Engage. Mulabandha. Visualize yourself as a locust, resilient, adaptable, as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Salabhasana Bhedasha Natabherunda Namake Gandabherunda Sahite Tirthadandasanam Tatha. The next asana is Chaturanga Dandasana. So, from the prone position, palms beneath your shoulders, toes curled into the earth. Draw your breath, and on exhalation, lower your chest until it hovers over close above the mat. So, from the plank position, on every exhale, lower your chest without going to the ground, only your toes and palms are on the ground. Elbows cling tight, body becomes like a shaft supported by four pillars, 4 points of the sun. Shambhavi Mudra, Jiva Chalaka Kumaka, engage Mulabandha. Visualize yourself as a sturdy, four-limbed wooden shaft, rounded and reliable. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Vipritamandalam cha dvidam vividam nahi. Dandasanam dve proktam viprita shopaveshane. The next asana is Niranjana Karmasana. So as you are seated, come to the kneeling position and then body resting in a compact seat. Cross your feet so the right feet rest over the left, closing the buttocks with the heels. Lean forward, bringing your forehead towards your knees. Place your palms gently over your ears. Settle your gaze inward. Draw your navel back as you breathe firmly. Upward, Shambhavi Mudra, Jivachalaka Kumaka. Engage Dhyana Bandha. Visualize yourself in stainless pose, untouched by the karma. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. बालको गर्भस्यासनं तिष्ठेत् संकुचो तथा गर्भासनं योगी निरञ्जन विधि भजेत्. The next asana is Danda Mayurasana. So this is similar to the Mayurasana. So as you sit on your knees, place your palms flat on the floor behind you with your fingers pointing back. Draw your elbows close to the side of the navel. Lift your entire body off the ground until the pala shaft like a shaft. Shambhavi Mudra, Jivachalaka Kumaka, engage Mulabandha. Visualize yourself as peacock, feather fully fanned, radiating beauty and divine presence. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Mayuram Dandavat Kuryat, Mayuram Dandanamakam, Kuryan Mayuram Parshvabhyam, Mayuram Parshanamakam. Next asana is Pangu Mayurasana. So this is another advanced asana where you'll be performing Mayurasana but only with one hand. So begin kneeling with your torso upright. Place the palms, one palm behind you on the ground. Fingers pointing back, elbows pressing into the navel. Support your wrist of this arm with your other hand. So you can use for support. Either you can hold the wrist hand which is on the ground with the opposite wrist, or you can straighten your hand in front. Try to balance. Shambhavi Mudra, Jivachalaka Kumka. Visualize yourself as peacock, alert, agile. Engage Mulabandha, chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Mayurasanam Vatsansapya Ekena Hastena Ekasya Hastena Manibandha Dharayet Angumayram Bhavati. We'll be repeating Angumayurasana on the other side. So switch the hand position and once again come to the balance as you lean forward, balance on the palm, one palm in Mayurasana. Shambhavi Mudra, Jivachalaka Kumaka, engage Mulabandha and visualize yourself as peacock, alert, vigilant. Chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Mayurasana Vatsansapa Ekena Hastena Ekasya Haste Manibandha Dharayet Angumayram Bhavati. Now let's enter into the next asana, which is Dhyanasana. Sit on the ground and draw the left foot firmly onto the roof of your left thigh. Extend your right leg back along the floor at hip's outer edge. Sit tall with your spine erect and chest wide. Visualize the Hindu goddess of knowledge, Saraswati, Devi Saraswati, flowing through your awareness. See clarity, wisdom, and illuminating your mind. As you perform the Shambhavi Mudra, Sama Kumbhaka, where you, without actually inhaling or exhaling, hold the prana at the navel center. When you can't hold anymore, exhale forcefully and perform the Mahavakya Bandha. Engage Mulabandha, engage Dhyanabandha and Janandabandha. Gaze to the notes, chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Atha Nirasanam Vakritva Sarvavyati Vina. व्याधिवारणं योगाभ्यासे भवेत् शिपे ज्ञानं संप्रसादते. The next asana is Kubjikasana. So sit with your right heel closed beneath your outer hip. So twist your right leg and place it on the outer side of your hip. Lift your left foot upward, guiding it into the hollow of your left armpit. So bring your left feet to the hollow of the armpit. Keep your chest open, spine strong. Settle your gaze towards easy shoulders. So the space between the eyebrows. Bring your gaze to the third eye. Hands holding the lifted leg. Samakumukha once again. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, and visualize yourself as Kubjika, coiled and hidden, embodying dynamic power of Kundalini energy. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, Atha Jatragani, Sandipana Gulfa, Puris, Shula Harana Kubjikasanam Kinchit, Dedeka, Sachitam Asthapya Jana Urdhritva, Etat Pitham Kubjikam Vahikariki. The next asana is Bharadwajasana. Sit firmly with grounded your right foot beside your hip. Place the left foot on top of your right thigh. And wrap your left arm behind you to grasp the left big toes. While your right palm rests on the outer thigh. Turn your chest upward and outward, lifting tall through the spine. Gaze softly fixed inward. Shambhi Mudra, Samakumuka, engage Mulbandha. Bring your gaze to the third eye. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Visualize Lord Kartikeya, the ruler of Mars, radiant, fierce, and unwavering in the purpose. Uttana Mukurum Pitam cha Singham Gadur cha Vatayanam Gomukam cha Bharadwacham Trivikramam. The next asana is Virasana Pancha. Sit on the floor with your knees bent, fold head beneath you. Place your right foot back so that heels rest beside your hip, toes pointing behind. Bring the left foot to rest on the top of your opposite thigh, toes facing upward near the abdomen. So toes are facing up towards the abdomen, and then keep your hands resting on the knees. Shambhi Mudra, Samakumbhaka. Visualize yourself as the state and space of bravery. The awareness raising to meet the challenges. Chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham as you bring the gaze to the nose. Ekam padam atha kasmin vinyasted ursi sansritam etasmin tatha pasho virasanam itiram. The next asana is Bhairvasana Dve. So sit firmly with your right heel pressing at the base of the spine under the perineum. Place your left foot inverted so the heel presses upward near the navel and toes pointed up. So heel is towards the navel and toes pointing up. Ground your knees and shin into the earth. Bring your hand inside over the head in Paramashiva. Samakumbhaka, engage Mulabandha. As you visualize yourself Feeling courage ignite through every fiber of your being as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Mooladwara टिके बैसे धरई वाम पाद बुध औधो करई एड़ी अग्रद गुणाति अर्ध ऊर्ध्व चिट्टी अंगुष्ठ तरी करे. The next asana is Bandha Matsendra asana. Now sit with your left foot placed atop on your right thigh. Left foot on your right thigh and plant your right sole on the ground beside your opposite knee. Begin to twist your torso gently towards the raised knee. And then hook your right arm across your shin while the other arm reaches behind, grasping behind together if possible. Shambhavi Mudra, Samakumka. Embody the great sage Yogi Matsendranatha, founder of Hatha Yoga. Engage Mulabandha, gaze to the third eye as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Matsendra Peetham Jatha Pravittam Prachanda Mandala Khandanasram Abhyasada Kundalini Prabodham Dandahitritvam Dadhati Pankam. The next asana is Jnanasana, repeating on the other side. Sit on the ground and draw the left foot firmly onto the root of your right thigh. Extend your right leg behind along the side of the floor at its outer edge. Hands resting on the knees. Keep Shambhavi Mudra, Samakumka Mahamudabandha. Gaze to the nose as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Pathan Yadasanam Kritva Sarvavyadivit Vinidhim Kavaranam. The next asana is repeating Kubjikasana on the other side. So this time, lift your sit with the left leg close beneath your outer hip and right leg lifting it towards your armpit. Hold with both the hands as you perform Shambhavi Mudra. Visualize yourself as bravery, becoming bravery itself, feeling deep calm. And then as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, engage Mulabandha. And chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Atha Jatra Agnis Deepa Padayaglam Kumjikasanam. The next asana is Bharadwajasana. Sit firmly on the ground with your right foot behind your hip. Place your left foot on the top of your right. So if you are still with your left leg outward and right on the thigh, keep your sitting position. Wrap your right arm behind you. Other hand on the knees. Visualize the energy of Lord Kartikeya. Samakumka, engage Mulabandha, gaze to the third eye, chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Uttana Kurma Peetham Cha Singham Gadana Evacha Vatayanam Gomukham Cha Bharadwajam Trivikramam. Next asana is Virasana Pancha. Sit on the floor with your knees bent. Raise your right foot back so that rest. So if you are seated with left leg outside, please be seated and then bring the right foot to rest on the top of your opposite thigh with soles facing upward near the abdomen. Hands resting on the knees. Shambhavi Mudra Samakumaka. Engage Mulabandha. Gaze to the nose as you become bravery itself. Chanda Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Ekam Padam Atho Kasmin Vinyaset Arusansa Sansitam Itarasmin Tada Pashvavirasanam Iti Ritam. Next asana is repeating. Bhairu Asana Dvai. So as from the previous asana, lift your leg, heels to the navel and toes pointing up. Bring the head, hands over the head. As you visualize yourself embodying strength, leadership, alertness. Samakumka, Mulabandha, Sandapa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Muladhariti बैठ के धरी वामपद जुगाधे करे एड़ी अग्र गुदातरी धारे ऊर्ध्व चिट्टी अंगुष्ठतरी करे. The next asana is Bandhas. So place your left foot on the right thigh, cross your right leg over the left knee, and twist yourself towards the raised knee and bring the right arm behind you and left cross your shin and reach behind so that if you are able to cross, clasp your hand. Shambhavi Mudra Samakumka. Engage Mulabandha. Visualize yourself seated with openness and grounded stability. Gaze to the third eye as you chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Asena Peetham Jatra Pravittam Prachandamandala Khandanasram Abhyasada Kundalini Prabodham Dantashikitva Dharatipam Sam. The next asana is Baddha Konasana. So sit with your soles of the feet together. Hold the toes and ankles with your hand. Spine tall, chest broad. Keep the knees open outward naturally. Gaze softly to the nose. Breathe calmly. Hands in Paramashiva Mudra. Samakumka. Engage Mulabandha. Visualize yourself and bound angle pose, seated in openness and grounded stability. Adi chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Asham Brahmam Tatha Siddham Vastavikam Vamanasanam Vandakonam Vadrapitham Mulabandhe Tathaiva Cha. The next asana is Bhadrasana Chatwari. Sit with both the heels tucked together, rest against the soles inverted and facing upward. So hold the soles with both hands. Fingers to thumb, keeping the toes straight, sit tall, chest open. Shambhavi Mudra Samakumka. Radiating serenity, divinity, alignment. Feel every cell harmonizing the inner and outer awareness. As you perform Samakumaka, Mulabandha, and chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Gaze with the nose. Vishan Vishnani Niche Sivani Daba Bhagama Dava Pagani Edi Pagane Ultavi Rakhave. The next asana is Yonayasana. Sit with the knees bent and soles of the feet together. Join beneath the body near the perineum and hold the feet strongly. Keep the chest lifted. Samakumka Shambhavi Mudra. Hold. Visualize. Curl inward into the womb forming pose, sinking deeply into sacred stillness. As you gaze to the third eye and chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Pado Sammilya Padagre Adhaye Pashni Lingyat Adaha. The next asana is Gorakshasana Bhadrasana. As you are seated with both the heels pressed tight beneath the base of the spine, soles turned inward. The soles are inward. Grip the feet firmly, body upright, chest broad. And Shabhi Mudra Samakumka embody the power of sage Goraksha. Infuse eye pose. Gaze sharp, penetrating. Perform Mahavakya bandha. Gaze to the nose as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Krishnani Niche Shivani Nina Daba Bhaga Madaba Pagani Edi Pakane Ultave Rakhavi. The next asana is Kamadahanasana. Sit, grounding both heels close to the perineum in reverse placement. Grasp the feet and bring the hands behind you to hold the feet, chest, and lift your crown. Gaze to the third eye. Samakumaka. Engage Mulabandha. Embody the energy and desire burn up pose, feeling inner fire awakening and consuming all distractions. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Bhadrasanam Sukham Snapya Vipiritam Te Sude Pade Anye Yadi Kuryatat Kamadahanam Bhavet. The next asana is a Supta Baddha Konasana. So sit upright with soles of the feet together near the pelvis and then recline back slowly onto the ground. Lean. So bring the soles of the feet together, tuck it to the belly, and hands interlaced behind the neck. And you can support your legs with the hands for the balance. Sambhya Mudra, Samakumaka. Engage Mulabandha as you visualize the body as openness. And support the spine bound angle pose as you gaze to the nose and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Pasham Brahmam Tatha Siddham Vastavikam Vamanasanam Baddhakono Bhadrapitham Mulabandham Tathevacha. The next asana is Bhikasana Dve. From the sitting tall, draw the feet carefully inward, place them place both the feet facing each other on the chest effortlessly. Then keep both the arms on the shoulders around the feet in front. Concentrate on the supreme consciousness, looking upward to attain the bliss or disillusion. One sitting in this asana. Visualize yourself grounded, alert, quiet. Samakumaka, engage Mulabandha, gaze to the third eye as you chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Adhaye dhi chitpadam bhantam abhyasata sukhaya cha. The next asana is Bhagasana. Wait. So as you sit with crossed legs, fold the legs so that the left ankle presses gently at the perineum and the soles wrap back to the side with their backs resting behind you. Join the fingertips at the base, hands resting lightly on the knees. Keep your spine tall, chest broad. Shambhavi Mudra, Samakumka, engage Mulbandha as you visualize yourself radiating sacred. Presence and inner alignment. Fully grounded, chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. पग उल्टा मोड़ी बैसे पगा की माहिरे गुल्फ को लापाशिता लगावे. The next asana is Siddha Jivyasana. So sit with heels drawn close beneath the body, soles together near the pelvis. Let the toes turn slightly upward while heels remain grounded. Keep your hands on the knees. Spine long, upright. Shambhavi Mudra, Samakumukha, Uddiyana Bandha. Visualize yourself as a living life of perfected yogi. Gaze to the nose and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. अतः पाग पगा को सोई जाई. The next asana is Pani Patrasana. So sit with both ankles upward towards the navel, studying them near its center. Between them, forming a hollow cup with the palms joined together in Namaskara Mudra. Hold this posture upright with lifted spine. Samakumka Mool Bandha. Visualize yourself as a source of water flowing freely, nurturing life. And chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nabho Sansapya Gulfocha Tanmadhe Chat Parapatrakam Tanay Yatne Kurvinta Panipatram Tad Uchyate. The next asana is Saptarishi Asana. So as you are seated with feet closed, each soles turning upward towards the armpit. So bringing both the legs opening to the sides to the armpit. Interlace the finger and rest the clasped hand gently over the crown of the head as if embracing it. Support. Spine remain high, chest broad. Shambhavi Mudra, Samakumaka, engage Mulbandha and visualize yourself as one of the Saptarishi, the wise and eternal one. And she chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. दो पगने पगे के पगथले तिनके तनजु सोये दो काकनी में धरे नासा दृष्टि समोये. The next asana is Suptyasana. So this is one of the very advanced asanas. So in Suptyasana, sit with heels together at the groin, knees bent, wide, ankles in contact. Place your hands to rest lightly upon your ankles, spine long, chest broad. Shambhavi Mudra, Samakumka, visualize yourself as a pearl born from the womb of oyster. Engage Mulbandha, chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Pashani Nabhav Sanstapya Jangh Balahi Pradeshe Sammile Shutyasanam Bhavati. The next asana is Sitarasana. Sit cross-legged and placing the instep of the right foot beneath the left toe, and instep of the left beneath the right toes. Hands rest lightly at the belly. Interlaced. Samakumka. Engage Mulabandha. Sit and be in the presence and space of oneness with Swamiji. Gaze to the third eye and chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Jimano Pagane Anedava Pagani Alingani Cherakine Anedava Pagane Fane Jimano Pagnini Nangani Cherakini Besu. The next asana is Abhujasana. Sit in the Padmasana. Rest hands on the respective knees. Apply gentle inner lock while lifting the abdomen in and up in Uddiyana Bandha. Gaze to the third eye. Shambhi Mudra. Visualize yourself born of water like a lotus emerging from the mud. As you chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Upanam Utthapyasane Shakti Pranam Samakrischa Cha Kumbhake Chare Dhritva Yatha Shaktya Anuchare Sane Vayu Sargasrud Abhujasanam. The next asana is Kamalasana. So from the Padmasana position, extend the arms forward and lower the torso until that forehead touches the ground. Keep the chest broad, hips rooted, soft, shoulders soft. Gaze is drawn inward along the nose line. Shambhi Mudra. Kakachanchakumka. Curl the tongue inward between the mouth and then extend it slightly outward to form a passage for the inhalation. Dhyana Bandha. Visualize yourself as fully blossomed lotus, radiant and pure, embodying Kamala, the divine essence of Goddess Devi Lakshmi. Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Tatra Kul Palasanam Kritva Atva Kamalasanam Mahavidya Mahamantra Jivalinganam Avapriyat. The next asana is Uttamangasana. From the similar posture with your legs in Padmasana, as form the palm upward into an arch at an angle. Gaze softly inward into the space of consciousness. Visualize yourself as rare and powerful. Feel your head grounded. As you engage Mulabandha and perform Kakachanjakumka, gaze to the nose and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Sthatavim Asmin Matri Ardashri Sakaroti Chet Uttamanganam Sam Yageni Yoninam Durabha Atidar Labham. Next asana is Padmasana. Pancha. Legs are still in Padmasana. Hands interlaced. Shoulder relaxed. Allow your gaze. Interlace your fingers on the top of your head. Shambhi Mudra, Kakachanchakupuka. Visualize Lord Shiva blessing you, enveloping your being in profound space. Dhyana Bandha. And as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Upavashyasane Samyak Bahu Purvardha Kunchayet Kunchito Hakshyomin Manakur Purvan Sama Ayatid Tayet. The next asana is Pulyasana. Sit in Padmasana with legs crossed. Firmly place one palm lifting over your head, the other resting downward near the base of the head. Keep your chest lifted, spine long, shoulder relaxed, gaze softly at the ground center. Maintain low, steady breath. Shambhi Mudra, Kakachanchakumka. Visualize a river of Shakti conscious energy streaming into you through the Sahasrara chakra. Mulabandha, gaze to the third eye. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Atha Kulyasanam Vakshe Yatkritvaka. Kaliko Bhave Ekahastamas. Ardhashisha Abhiginnat Karam. The next asana is Devyasana. As you are seated in Padmasana, wrap one arm behind the back, catch the opposite elbow. Then place the other arm across the stomach. Place and then steadiness, fold forward until the nose touches the ground. Shambhi Mudra, Kaka Chanchikumka. Visualize all celestial gods and goddesses showering their blessings upon you. Engage Mulabandha, gaze to the nose as you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. अतः दिव्यासनं वक्षे पृष्ठहस्तेन बन्धयेत् एकहस्ते अद्य देवे भूमिस्य च नासिके. The next asana is Padmasana Pancha, repeating on the other side. As you are seated in Padmasana, interlace the finger above the crown of your head, forming an arch. Keep the ribs lifted, turn gaze towards the armpit. Now, Bhimudra Kakachanjakumka, visualize yourself, Lord Shiva, blessing you, enveloping your being in profound peace, clarity, and stillness. Perform Kakachan Dhyanabandha. Chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Upavishyathena Samyak Bahu Krita Kunjito Akshavyo Manakurvan Sammet Ayate Layate. The next asana is Kulyasana, repeating on the other side. As you're seated in Padmasana, place one palm gently on the forehead, other at the base of your neck. Lift through the chest. Shambhi Mudra, Mulabandha, gaze to the third eye. Visualize the river of Shakti. Conscious energy streaming into you through the Sahasrara chakra. Gaze to the third eye as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Atha Kulyasanam Vakshe Yatkritva Kaliko Bhavet Ekahasya Mastakadhyo Atha Sesha Bhinnagam Karam. The next asana is Divyasana, repeating on the other side. So once again, as you're seated in Padmasana, bring the other arm behind you, holding onto the opposite elbows, opposite arm at the navel, and lean forward, bringing your forehead to the ground. Akachanjakumka, Mulabandha, visualize all the celestial gods and goddesses showering upon their blessings upon you. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Atha Devyasanam Vakshe Prishthahastena Bandhayet Ekahastena Adhyamante Bhumihastena Chanayet. Next asana is Pavanasana. To sit in Padmasana, place both the palms at the navel, hands in Parasamudra. Parasamudra, visualize your body blooming completely, fully purified, every cell filled with light. Kakachanjakumka Mulabandha, gaze to the third eye. Chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Atha Nyadasanam Vakshe Sadhakana Hitaya Vai Pavana Rupa Khecharo Yogirat Bhavet. The next asana is Valagulyasana. Sit in Padmasana and thread your hands beneath your thighs and bring the elbows to rest outside of your knees, and then arm raised with the palms joined at the chest and throat. Chin dip gently while breathe steady. Interlock your finger behind on your throat, on your neck. Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama. Visualize yourself as a bat in fully flight, wings stretched. Perform Jalanda Bandha. Gaze to the nose and chant Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Atap Puri Bhuktyasya Panchana Sadhya Charula Skulo Valgulyasanam. Next asana is Parasaramasana Dvai. So lie down on your in Padmasana. Lie down in Padmasana, keep the knees and thighs pressed against the earth. Arms over the head in clasped position. So this is similar asana with the previous one. Just you're lying down. Shambhavi Mudra, visualize Lord Rama in your inner space. Perform Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, Dhyana Bandha. Ata Parshuramasanam, Prathama Eka Padamasanam, Achi Shudho Sove Bhupari, Ashe. The next asana is Yogini Garbhasana. From the seated position sit tall with both the feet in the opposite thighs in Padmasana. Reach both the hands through your feet and lift your chin up towards the chest. And then cross your arms in front of you and hold onto the opposite ears, remaining balanced on your sitting bones. Spine elongated. Shambhavi Mudra, Moola Bandha. Visualize yourself nested deeply like a fetus within a sacred cosmic womb, Hiranyagarbha, the golden womb of Hinduism, symbolizing the source of all creation. Gaze to the nose and chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Yogini Garbhasane Hritva Satchakra Garbha Aveshayet. The next asana is Simhasana Dvai. As you are seated in Padmasana, place the palms on the ground. Before you, place the hips down. Lift through the chest. Extend the neck upward. Open the mouth wide, stretching the tongue outward fully. Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama, Moola Bandha. Embody the space state of lion, alert, powerful, and courage. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Gulfe Churashan Syadha Shivanya Parshvoshite Dakshine Savagulfentu Dakshagulfam Tu Savake. The next asana is Urdhva Kukutasana. Sit in Padmasana and legs locked from the ground, both the palms flat on either side of your thighs near the hips, and then lift the body completely off the ground, balancing on your palms while the cross-legged raises upward, supported by the strength of the arm. Shambhavi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama, Moola Bandha. Visualize yourself as a rooster, one leg slightly impaired yet vigilant. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Urdhva Kukuta Vasishta Maricham Marichah Matsakam Parivrite Chodarasa Vividham Dhararasanam. The next asana is Padmasana Shat. Bring the legs in Padmasana and then draw the hands behind the body and catch the big toes, holding them firmly. And lower the chin in Jalandhar Bandha. Prana Mudra, Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama. Gaze to the nose, visualize yourself as a lotus flower, rooted yet rising above the water, pure within it. Chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Atha Padmasanam Avamorupari Dakshina Charana Santhapya Avamata Dakshinarupari. The next asana is Padmasana Shabda. So from the seated position in Padmasana, place the fingers to block the subtle knowledge channels at the throat. Near their place beneath the head, lower the chin and engage the gentle throat lock in Dhyana Bandha. Ujjayi Kumka Pranayama, gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself as Paramashiva, transcending the worldly desires. Detachment. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Padmasanam Sito Yogi Janga Sarva Vejite Vigyana Vedatam Anguli Bhyam Virodhayet. The next asana is Sarvangas Urdhva Padmasana. So, in this asana, as you are seated in Padmasana, lie down on your back and then support your back with your palms. Support your hips with the palms, elbows pressed on the floor, and then lift your cross legs over the head. So the Padmasana is inverted, body vertical, chest steady. Sambhi Mudra, Mudra, and visualize yourself as an inverted lotus flower, suspended and balanced, roots upward, grounded, Jalanda Bandha, Mudra, and chant Japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Prathama Ardha Padmasanani Vede Vedi Pachi Sui Mato Bhupari Rakhe. The next asana is Parvatasana Dvai. Sit in Padmasana and lie down on your back. Bring the palms over the head, reaching. So from the seated position in Padmasana, lie down on your back and place your upper back and crown of your head onto the ground and hands holding the big toes. Pranamudra, Kevalaka Kumaka. And visualize yourself as a great fish, effortlessly gliding through clear, vibrant water. Dhyanavanda and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Padmasanam Kritva Uttana Shayanam Charet Purparabhyam Siro Veshya Madhyanam Yogahat. The next asana is Matsyasana Pancha. The next asana is Senahasana. So stand grounded on your right foot and cross your left leg over the top of the right. And then lock your left foot behind your right calf. Cross your arms, knees bent lightly. Cross your arms, keeping the right hand above the left. Twist your hand back to the center. Hold in this position. Anjali Mudra, Samavritti. Inhale through the nose, exhale evenly. Engage Mulabandha. Visualize yourself as a majestic hawk, Senya. And chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nasapado Parasmrita Bhagritva Dehamannayet Shret Anne Varsheshit Nishen Kumbhakam Sadhayet. The next asana is Aghorasana. Agochara asana. So start on your knees with your spine tall and cross core engaged. Rise up onto your toes. Cross one leg over the other. So rise up on your toes. Toes are raised. Heels are raised. Cross one leg over the other, keeping the feet near the opposite side's hip. Maintain the balance with the cross-legged knees off the ground. Standing on your toes with sitting bones. Bhayamudra Samavritti. Visualize the perception gradually falling, silent and attention inward. Chant japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Atha Agoracharasanam. Now we'll be repeating. Now we'll be performing Sanyahasana Uttaranga. So start seated on the cross leg. Cross your left leg above your right. Similar to keep your toes tucked rather than flat. So in this asana, toes are tucked. In the previous asana, toes are not tucked. In this asana, your toes will be tucked. Knee on the ground. Cross your arms, keeping your right above the left. Twist your hands back to the center. Anjali Mudra, Sama, Vritti, engage. Mulvandha, visualize yourself as mystic form. As you chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Putit padam padangusha bhumo nidhaya bhuja dvaya aveshtayam kare namapathayet. The next asana is Agocharasana, repeating on the other side. So start with knees on your knees. Raise onto your toes, one leg crossed over the other. Keep your feet near the opposite left arm, maintain the body balance of your cross leg. Shambhi Mudra Mood Bandha. Visualize perception gradually falling silent attention inward. Take to the nose as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Agocarasanam. The next asana is Vinyasa Krama, repeating on the other side. Cross your left leg over the right and feet toes tucked, knees, cross your arms. And as you chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Hastapada Prasarya Badhitva Dehamutram Prastate Anye Ichet. Now the next asana is Savasana Dvai. Lie down in Savasana. Enjoy Swamiji is liberating you. Mulbandha Sahajapam ka Shakti Chalana Mudra. And chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda.
Now slowly come back to physical body and start to wiggle your fingers, feet, ankles, wrist, and bring your knees to the chest, roll from side to side. Come back to the comfortable seated position. Join your hands in Namaskara Mudra as we offer our gratitude to Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramasham. Happiness especially for you to give the superconscious breakthrough. This let's end the session with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Dasat Sarvam Bhagavad Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you everyone for joining for the Nithyananda Yoga. Tune in tomorrow as well for the daily life. Thank you, Nithyanandam.
Established since 2002 in the United States.